So the title holders Arsenal get the game underway against the would-be champions Aston Villa before a capacity crowd here at Villa Park. Aston Villa unchanged today. Incidentally, Arsenal have a lot of their key players back after injury. Dixon here being amongst them. Also Vieira, Overmars and Bergkamp back in action after injuries and, in his case, suspension. Martin Keown sporting those bright red boots. Arsenal sporting their change strip of yellow shirts and blue shorts today. Ray Parlour feeding Dixon out on the right. Aston Villa in the claret and blue, of course. A cool, windy day here, but the Villa Park pitch in perfect condition. And Aston Villa desperate to regain their place at the top of the table, which they've held for so long, and which, of course, they had to lose to Manchester United because of United's point in the 2-2 draw yesterday at White Hart Lane. Thompson comes to win it back. Dublin with the layoff, and now Wright. Henry down the left-hand side for Aston Villa. Wright finding Thompson again. And Villa build impressively here. And a little nudge there from Lee Dixon on Lee Henry has given Aston Villa the first free kick in a dangerous situation. Only 90 seconds gone here, and not the position that Arsenal would have wanted to concede. Here he comes, and he got that one all wrong. Started the last 2 games after being on the bench for the previous 4, Alan Thompson, and maybe that explains why his angle and his eye wasn't quite in there. Oakes' kick a bit flat. However, Parlour couldn't control it. And Wright finds Dion Dublin, and Dublin tries a very audacious effort. But when you're in the kind of form he is, why not? It's a long, long way out. And on the wind, it carried over the bar. Bold taking a risk there against the pace of Julian Joachim. David Seaman's kick. Wright beaten to it by Ljungberg and then flicked on to Bergkamp, who tries the early shot and finds the net. So simple, so effective for Arsenal. Dennis Bergkamp is back and Arsenal have the lead. 14 minutes gone. Bergkamp back in the side after missing the last 4 games. Scores only his 3rd Premiership goal of the season. Wright beaten to the header there. The flick on by Anelka. And when Bergkamp's in that position, you don't expect him to miss. And he didn't. Dennis Bergkamp, last season's top scorer, gives Arsenal a lead. Ljungberg. Alan Wright couldn't take it off him. And the Swede with a great run here. Steve Bold still forward from the earlier free kick. Bergkamp takes over and almost released Overmars in the box. Playing well, Arsenal, the champions, finding their form. Almost the perfect ball from Bergkamp. Joachim. Dublin takes over. Back again to Julian Joachim, who decided to hit it early. Scored 3 in his last 3 games, Julian Joachim. But not this time. Vieira comes to win it ahead of Joachim. Bergkamp, Parlour, good football. And the ball finds Patrick Vieira. And back to Ljungberg, who hit it brilliantly. That was an excellent move by Arsenal, and very unlucky that they didn't get something out of it. Lovely skill, movement off the ball, and a fizzing shot from Ljungberg at the end of it. Watson again. That's a great ball from Watson, and Bowles lost out to Thompson here. Thompson forced wide to try and get it on his favourite left foot. Taylor delivers it in, Joachim's there, comes to Henry, good save by David Seaman. If he'd have hit it a foot either side of the goalkeeper, Arsenal might have been in trouble. But he hit it in the one area that David Seaman was probably hoping for, and he was right behind the ball. Watson in possession for Villa. That's a great ball. Julian Joachim, Taylor and Dublin in the box. Well, what an embarrassing end to a very promising Villa move. Looked up, saw he had two targets, and then at the vital moment, an air shot. To the huge delight of the Arsenal fans behind that goal. Don't think he was too pleased. Good header, Anelka finding Bergkamp. Back again to Anelka. He's got Overmars in support. And Bergkamp's still there. And it goes back to Anelka. And Anelka's lost his man. Danger here for Villa. Pull back to Bergkamp. What a magnificent goal in first half stoppage time. Dennis Bergkamp is back with a vengeance. He hadn't scored for 2 months in the Premiership. Now he's got 2 in the first half. And the link up here with Anelka, no wonder it brought a smile to the face of Arsene Wenger. And a superb finish from the Dutchman. And now we know how much Arsenal have been missing it. He hit it in the one place, Oakes couldn't reach it. What a wonderful way to end the half for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. Ehio for Villa. Overplayed that one. Didn't give Watson any hope at all. And Vivas has seemingly recovered from his first half injury. Villa on the attack again. Dublin's layoff. Joachim hits it! David Seaman's taken the sting out of it, and that was enough. Even he couldn't hold that shot. It was so powerfully struck by Julian Joachim. This is Parler. A lot of men forward here, Arsenal. Bergkamp, one of them. Now Ljungberg. Lifted it forward, and it's a great ball. Vieira's layoff wasn't so clever, though. Villa get away with it and counter-attack dangerously themselves. And Boulders slightly overhit that one. Oh, good play from David Seaman. He had to improvise then. Right. This is Gareth Southgate. Collymore the target, and he's won it brilliantly. Henry in behind him. Still Henry. Lays it on for Joachim. Excellent Villa goal. Julian Joachim, they're back in it. Four goals in 4 games for him. Just over an hour gone. Henry laid it on, and Joachim wasn't about to refuse that gift. But it was an excellent move from Southgate at the back. Collymore's header. Henry stayed calm. Got a lucky break there, but how well he accepted it. Now we've got a game. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 2. Collymore gets it back to Steve Watson. And it's turned forward by Henry on the near post, straight into the arms of David Seaman. Real chance this. Didn't get a proper connection at all, the youngster. Well, Arsenal know they're in a game now. Bergkamp's layoff. And Taylor wins the battle with an Elka. Dublin. Oh, brilliant skill from Dion Dublin. Villa are firing on all cylinders now. Joachim wins the throw off Vivas. Hendry. This is Taylor. Under pressure and winning the free kick off Patrick Vieira. And they've gone on with it already, Villa. No pace and power about their play now. Watson to Hendry. And Hendry took a kick at his nearest man, Vivas, then. If the referee saw that, he could be in trouble. Meantime, it's Dion Dublin. And then the shot, and Dublin's turned it in! Dion Dublin has equalised! 2 goals in 3 minutes for Aston Villa! The whole end goes absolutely crazy! And Aston Villa have come back from a 2-goal deficit. Joachim played it in. Dublin on the end of it as Thompson played it forward. And Arsene Wenger can't believe how his famed Arsenal defence has capitulated so quickly here in the second half. Bold. Wright wins it back, and that's not a bad ball. Hendry has miskicked it, but Dublin could still cause problems, and total confusion in Arsenal's ranks, and then Wright miskicks it. Bizarre little passage of play that, and finally Wright turns a dangerous ball in, and David Seaman snatches it from under the bar and under pressure from Dublin. Watson winning it back. Villa are really up for this now. And the cross is a good one, and Collymore goes up, and the Villa fans are claiming that he was pushed in the back, but referee Lodge is having none of it. Really drove the cross in there, Watson. Now keep an eye on Collymore. And now Thompson, hit in early towards Dion Dublin. A header from him finds Lee Hendry. Back to Watson. Hendry again for Villa. Good ball, Watson up against Grimondi. Hendry yet again, and pulls it back to Taylor, who's miskicked. Parler brings it clear. Oh, that's a great ball too for Dennis Bergkamp. And he's one-on-one here against Ehiog. And finds Anelka, and Anelka finds Parler. Great chance! Could have been the winner. Ray Parler misses a glorious opportunity. Bergkamp held it up beautifully for him. The flick through from Anelka, and really Parler, who hasn't scored this season, will look back on that as a real missed chance. Couldn't get the cross in, Julian Joachim. Vivas breathing down his neck. Watson finds Thompson. Dion Dublin's downward header, Collymore hits it! Again, excellent movement, good passing, very impressive attack by Aston Villa. Oh, the final shot from Stan Collymore, always going high. He has made a difference though, since he came on. Eight minutes to go. Tremendous finish at Villa Park. Watson to Joachim. And the cross earns a corner off Vivas. In front with 7 minutes to go. Unbelievable stuff at Villa Park. And Dion Dublin, who'd gone 3 games without a goal before today, has struck the target again. And that's 6 in 4 matches at Villa Park for him. No wonder they've got an instant hero at the Holt End. Dion Dublin. Aston Villa in front for the first time in the match. And Arsene Wenger cannot believe the way his side, with their defence, has been swept aside here in the second half. Oh, he's missed it, with almost everyone in the ground willing it to happen. But he just shows yet again what a dangerous customer he is. Well, John Gregory has worked the oracle again. Thompson was strong when he needed to be there, Alan Thompson. Referee's just had a look at the watch. Watson delivers it long, not the best ball though. But it doesn't matter, there's the final whistle, and Aston Villa have secured a memorable and very significant victory here this afternoon against the champions Arsenal. Despite Dennis Bergkamp's 2 first-half goals, sending Villa in at half-time 2 behind. Dion Dublin came up with 2 of his own in the second half, and Aston Villa's second-half performance was quite outstanding. And they know how important that victory was. You can sense it, you can see it. This, such a vital win, particularly in these circumstances, against the meanest defence in England. They've scored 3 second-half goals and turned possible defeat into victory and gone back to the top of the Premiership. Villa the winners by 3 goals to 2.